Right, okay. Let's get this son of a bitch over with. I have been at this now long enough to the point where I just want it to be finished. And then I can basically get on with whatever else it is I want to do before I go away for 2 weeks. Anyway. So it's now time for the final row of Challenge Series events. As ever, we've got the 2 toll booths and also the 2 pursuit-related challenges. So let's go. Although for most of these, we have pretty much been doing pursuits anyway. And I honestly do wish there were actually more races. Hey, we're driving the Fiat Punto this time. I think it's actually a convenient car to end this with. And I was still gonna hit the wall anyway. Because of course I was. I feel like if I manage to make the end of it without going through any more head-on collisions, which is probably what's gonna happen before this is all over, knowing this game. And knowing just how fucking pissed off it is, basically every time you try to get closer and closer to the end. I have no idea how I saved it, but I actually saved it that time. After I made a correction to the understeer, I was actually able to save it that time. Which is what I have not been able to do up to this point. Fuck you. I feel like, in order to actually beat this, later on it just comes down to basically a combination of luck. As in, it feels like there is going to be skill involved, but you also know that you're going to need a ton of luck to somehow make the end without just being totally pissed off and torn. With just how much it feels like this game will practically slap you in the face. Because if there is one description I can give to how this game punishes you, well, it basically slaps you in the face if you fail. And it does that constantly. Like, it's almost an unavoidable barrage of you just physically getting slapped every time you fail to just try and meet your objectives. Like, it feels like at this point, I'm basically just trying to shake off what's essentially a herd of charging bulls right behind me, and then just basically trying to do whatever it takes to stop me from reaching the end. And I am under 200 as I get through the spiral. And I lose the cops temporarily. And this is where I hit over 200, I hit 211, max speed, and shifting down to 4th gear so I don't scrape the wall. I can certainly say these are insane speeds I am doing. And now the cops are on me again. I had to downshift there for a moment, if I was going to make it through. But either way, I'm still fast, and that's probably all that does at the moment. And that was not very helpful. But it's okay, because I do have enough time to reach the end this time, without being totally fucked by the cops. And heading to the right hand side, and now there is just a straightaway between me and the end, and there we go. I made up a shit ton of time once I really managed to get moving on the highway. I probably had to have gained at least 10 seconds in those last 2 sector splits. And my top speed in the end was 211 with an average speed of 145 and only 1 traffic collision. So basically, once I got onto the highway, I was practically just, well, I guess you could say, a live man running, compared to me being a dead man walking, which is probably what would have happened had I not gained those absolutely crucial seconds. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go. And then we will actually be done with the challenge series. So we need to get 200,000 in the cost to state, and I think that's going to be easy enough because we are on heat level 5, which means we are probably going to deal plenty of damage. And then after this, we will have just 1 more car left to drive. Oh yeah, I kind of lost count with how many different cars we've driven up to this point. But I'm pretty sure, by this point, the amount of cars I've probably driven at this point has got to be at least 40. In terms of just how many different cars I have already driven. At this point, it's got to be somewhere in that vicinity, from what I can see. But anyway, we're doing good so far, as I have already hit 20,000. And I'm going to try and deal some more damage on the road. Because why not? And I hit 2 SUVs. And both those SUVs are totaled, as I now have a chopper overhead. I wonder if it's possible for me to actually get the reckless. God damn it. That's really not helping me in terms of getting the reckless driving infraction. Anyway, let's try and see what happens here. I wonder if we can actually get the reckless driving infraction. I wonder if that might actually be possible here. As long as these cops don't keep running into me. I feel like that could be possible. If I keep my car straight. And I hit some water barrels. Of course I do. Yeah, that's right. Fuck off. Nope, doesn't look like the reckless driving infraction is going to come this time around that I was wanting. And I avoid the roadblock, and I get another pursuit breaker. And now we're up to 75,000 in damages. And the chopper has run out of gas.
We've got a visual on your cover. Any second, they'll be there.
And that's a wall.
Heads up, he's hard on the brakes.
And just gonna keep this vehicle going.
Multiple units closing on the suspect. Be advised, PCs, you should have a visual on the vehicle any second. Target.
Yo, I'm over here. Okay.
Copy that, go ahead.
Okay. And I think I dodged that roadblock. Because it's, not there. Anyway. We're keeping ourselves moving for now. We're up to less than 90,000 in terms of damages at this point, and I need to reverse before they ruin me. So we're under $100,000 in damages now. And that's not gonna work. Haha! I dodged the spikes. Suck my dick. Okay. Okay. We're still keeping ourselves moving for now. We are still going. And down goes the donut stand. Or the other donut stand, I should say. And now we've got backup on our ass. Oh, here we go. Okay. Not gonna have a head-on collision with the Corvette this time. And can I get through here? Yes, I can. And that should do a boatload's worth of damages. And indeed it does, as I am now up to 134,000 in damages. Where are you? Oh, you're up the road. Okay. Oh, damn it. And now I'm on my side. Fuck off. I figured the game was going to reset me anyway. But I am glad to say I did manage to get that to work. Okay, is there a spike strip? Nope, there is no spike strip. Had to be absolutely sure there was no spike strip there. And thankfully there wasn't. I really cannot wait for this game to be done. As much as I really like this game, I still really want this game to be done because of just how exhaustive I think these challenges have been recently. And I need another pursuit breaker. I think I know precisely where I'm going to head with this. I'm going to head through here. Just to break them off. And they're still on my ass. Which means I need another pursuit breaker sooner rather than later, if possible.
Eagle 1, please update us
Okay.
when you can.
Still go through.
Alright, there goes another one. God damn it. No, looks like I'm gonna have to go round to score this one. Or maybe I won't have to.
Alright, pursuit. See if you can force him to the left. We got those spikes in place.
Would you care to say that again? Yeah, I thought that was gonna happen.
Yeah, it didn't work. Suspect is
I was basically waiting for that. Okay. Let's go. Alright. Okay.
He just ran through the PC.
Okay.
This is Charlie 2-4. We've been monitoring the
Let's
pursuit.
try and see if we can keep this one going. Okay.
Come on, get it together. He's slipping through.
Okay.
Spies on the left of the road, all left.
Okay, they don't set up their roadblock there. So I'm gonna head over here and break them off. Or at least try to break them off. Okay, I'm gonna have to head underground for this. Into the underpass. Because I have not been brave enough to use this until now. Okay, I think that should break them off. Will that be enough? Okay. I think that should be enough.
Vehicle lost. Repeat. Vehicle lost.
Confirming suspect was last seen eastbound through Century Square. Call us still code 6. Switch over to tap 2 for quadrant setup. Numbers are advised.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stay under here. I think this is probably the best place for me to not be spotted now, because I'm basically underground. And now I'm just gonna wait for this to finish. I think we're good. And there we go. So, basically, hiding underground, even though it wasn't one of the hiding spots, it basically was a hiding spot. It just took a bit more time for the whole thing to be put together. But anyway, that pursuit went on for 8 minutes and 47 seconds. We damaged 24 police vehicles, immobilized 28, dodged 4 spike strips, and 6 roadblocks. We got 5 unserved infractions, and we got 271,275 credits in the cost to state. And I also waited pretty much all game long to use the underpass, and for me to basically use the pursuit breaker that was in the underpass, which I used successfully, and now that I have used it successfully, we now have just one more Tollbooth time trial to go. And boy, I really can't wait for this to truly be the end. Because I have been going full send at this now for at least a week, I would say. But anyway, because I got my university coursework out the way, we are now going to get on with our final Tollbooth time trial. This is the longest time challenge in the Blacklist records. You need to reach the last Tollbooth before the 8-minute 50 mark to win this challenge. And where to end this off, we will be driving a Lamborghini Gallardo. And when once we're done with this, we will then be getting on with a 30-minute pursuit. at heat level 6. So anyway, this is our Lambo, our lean, mean green machine. And I let it drop a little bit too much on the revs. But you know what? I am hopeful in saying that will be fine, because I am convinced in saying this thing with its V10, it can manage to get me to my next toll booth. And it does, with less than 4 seconds to spare. I am really starting to get sick of the traffic in this game, just always managing to slow me down in the worst possible areas. At this point I feel like, unless I actually go out and I physically avoid their heat signatures altogether, it's just not gonna end. And I hit the wall, so there goes even more of my time.
Suspect is in a green Lamborghini.
I really cannot wait for this to be over.
Check it out, I'm 10-6.
I feel like
I'm closing fast on vehicle.
the challenge series at this point, it has just physically worn me out.
Yeah, 10-4, 10-4, I got him. Code 3 chase.
Yeah, I'm not even taking my chances by just going through there without a speed breaker.
Was last reported heading northbound.
A speed breaker basically had to be used there,
To be set up around the area.
or else I was never gonna get through there without hitting something. I've hit one of those toll booths like 3 times already, and as a result, it has basically costed me even more dearly than basically being feet away from reaching the finish line in first. And then instead of reaching the podium, I wind up finishing 4th. I think that could have been just enough of a push to keep this run going. Oh no, I am not running into the back of you. You can fuck off if you think I'm gonna hit the back of you. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, we're almost at the end. Jesus Christ.
X-ray 5.
These sons of bitches are fast. And they definitely know how to outmaneuver me.
Still code 3 trying to stay with him.
I think that's just what they seem to be doing all the time at the moment. Yeah, I had to downshift. Fuck you. I had to downshift there if I was gonna make it through. Okay. We still have time. I'm gonna head up this way. Okay. It gives me just enough running room to get through, and I know I have to take the straight line here or else I will be dead. Knowing my previous experience. God damn it. Well, at least I managed to avoid the truck.
Having a hard time with this traffic, gotta slow it down.
And the cops take the right-hand side of the spiral bridge. Sorry, the left-hand side of the spiral bridge. I know my lefts and my rights. Come on. Come on, keep it moving, keep it moving. Okay. let's keep this one moving. And that's a wall. Honestly, going through that tunnel at over 200, that is practically a death trap. That is literally a fucking death trap is what that is. It's almost the equivalent of me literally drinking a full bottle of poison because of just how much of a closeness to death I had. I was just millimeters away from clipping one of those medians in the tunnel. I think had it not been for my avoidance skills, there are no doubts in saying that would have killed me. I would have practically been killed and decapitated. As in, my neck would have broken at that speed and my head would have just been taken off. Had I hit one of the medians at that speed, or the pillars, I have no doubts in saying that's what would have happened. Because I am just going so goddamn fast. It's almost unreal with some of the speeds you take in this game. Because of just how fast you're going. Shit, okay. Okay, we've got more than enough time now on the clock to make our remaining toll booths. And then after this we'll just have one pursuit left. And then once we're done with that pursuit, I can basically just afford to have fun for the rest of the game. Basically. Okay. So now we have just 3 toll booth sectors to go. Just gotta get through them and then we'll be fine. That's probably the most perfect timing I've had for pretty much any speed breaker in this game, just to avoid traffic. That was incredible. The way I dodged those 2 bullets. Of course, I know that's probably not going to happen again, but I somehow dodged those bullets. And using the speed breaker again, and not running into that median, because then I would have to do this whole thing all over again. Which is what I do not want to do. And if I do, then my head might explode. But I have more time on the clock now, so hopefully this will be enough. I certainly hope this will be enough. Okay, I've got more than enough time to make the end. Okay, we're definitely making the end of this. There's no question about that now. We've got more than enough time to make it. And I can probably afford a mistake or two. As long as it's not with the walls. Or with me pressing reset. Because if that does happen, then I'll be busted. And I'll have to do this all over again. Oh! That was beautiful. The way I just cut off that cop, that was fucking beautiful. I did not think I was going to quite cut him off like that, but I'm so glad I did. Okay. Dodged 2 taxis and 2 Corvettes. And there we go. It's done. The toll booth challenges are finally done. And all that took me was just under an hour. And we have done so many toll booth sector splits. that it practically cannot even show me the 12th. But anyway, we did it with more than enough time to spare. I think once I got through Sector 7, that was probably when I really started to nail those other sectors, and eventually I got to the end of it. Because after Sector 7, that was when I just gained a shitload of time. There were so many sector splits in that I can't even see Sector 12. Anyway, top speed of 230 and an average speed of 153 with 7 traffic collisions. And 38.6 seconds to spare and a finishing speed in the end of 190. I am so glad the toll booths are finally done. Because considering what we have to do now, this will surely be the hardest thing that I have to do to finish this game. Well, here we are. We've got one event left to do. And then afterwards, that will pretty much be the end of the game. We're 98% done with the challenge series, and 99% done with the game. So, let's go and get through this. You will need to last in a pursuit for 30 minutes without getting busted. Once accomplished, you still need to evade the pursuit to be successful. Well, here we are. One last trial and error challenge in basically the very last thing I have to do in this game progression-wise. Aside from me doing the Burger King challenge, they can be unlocked with a cheat code, and then also the extras that I will basically showcase in the safe house. And already that has happened. I am really beginning to be fearful of just how much of a dangerous task this is really going to be.
I'm trying to get in front of him, but we'll advise if he slows down.
Because at this point, I begin to feel doubtful.
1033, we need more units on this. He's through, he broke through, we're still code 3.
Okay.
There he is, he just went by me, I got him.
And that's a tree that I somehow managed to get through. But anyway, here we go. Let's keep this one going. Alright, we got the speeding infraction. And we got the chopper overhead, so this is about to get interesting. As I get the excessive speeding infraction. And I wonder how long it's going to be before I get the reckless driving infraction.
5-1, requesting an update.
Because it's not going to be too long before I get to heat level 6 in this thing.
Got him, block him, block.
Hey, why didn't you get out of my way?
We just spotted him here, we're moving in. Hands up, we're gonna knock him out.
Would you care to say that again?
Vehicle shield mobile, minimum damage. X-ray 9.
Okay, come on. Come on. Let's keep this one moving. And haven't got the reckless driving infraction yet.
Go and set up those spikes in the middle of the road.
Yes. And that does not work. Okay. See what happens next. And another spike strip as I run straight into a Corvette. But I do dodge the spike strip. Okay. And we're continuing to keep the pursuit moving. And because you gave me running room, that was how I got through the block. You really didn't think I was? Did you really think I wasn't going to target the gap you were leaving open for me? And through the roadblock. Okay. Damn it. I'm really forgetting how to use those gas station pursuit breakers. That's probably the fourth one I've hit in this pursuit so far. And that's probably not going to be the last either, the way things are currently going. It seems almost inevitable that this is what's happening.
Remaining units, be advised, vehicle went dispatch vehicle located, he's running.
Anyway, we'll see what happens next.
We have a code 6 suspect attempting to evade police. Driver has aggressively engaged members to avoid custody.
And down goes the scaffolding pursuit breaker. And now I'm just going straight through the bus stop again, because why not? Okay, let's see if we can keep this one moving. Okay. Alright. We're still moving at the moment, which is what we need to be doing. Okay. Let's see what happens. And another spike strip, as I would have guessed. Okay. Well, that shuts off most of them at least. And I think the helicopter has broken off. And hitting another Corvette in the process. I think it's only a matter of time before we get to heat level 6, which, by the way, is when Sergeant Cross appears. And he's trying to block me with a spike strip, however, I see it in time to react and to stop him from doing so. We're doing well so far. Here's to hoping we can keep that momentum going. Or at least I would like to think we can keep it going. Okay, come on.
Copy that, X-ray 5.
Come on.
Ground units clearing up and en route.
Let's keep this one going. Okay. You okay? Alright, we're doing well for now, and the run is still alive. There we go. Got it this time around. I may have missed it the first few times, but on that crucial time when I needed it most, I did not fail to deliver. I did not fail to deliver.
X-ray 7. Please update us.
Which is basically what needed to happen there. And now we've hit the stage set, and that should break them off. Okay, we're still moving for now at least. And we still need another 22 minutes at least.
I'm forcing him off the road. I'll update when I can.
Okay. Oh god, we're going through this tunnel again. Oh no. Okay, we're through. We survived. As I almost hit the spike strip, I came very close to touching that spike strip, but I somehow missed it. Okay. Let's see if we can keep this going. That is not the best way to do it. But either way, we're still moving along nicely for now. That's pretty much the only thing we have to do.
We're right above the target vehicle we're monitoring. We'll advise as needed.
And I get the reckless driving infraction, and can I get moving again? Yes, I can, but by the skin of my teeth. Is that all 8 infractions? Oh yeah, I'm missing the hit and run infraction. Well anyway, I have proven getting the reckless driving infraction is possible. I think the only reason why I haven't got the hit and run infraction is because I did not hit any traffic cars. And while considering this is a 30-minute pursuit, I'm honestly not too surprised to say that there are no traffic cars on the road here. To say I'm surprised about it would be a big no, to put it simply. And now we're at heat level 6, which means we're going to get Sergeant Cross involved with this.
Heads up, your current route's going to take you right into that tunnel. And there's no way we're not going to be able to maintain a visual on it.
Okay. Alright, we're still keeping ourselves on the road for now. And we still have to drive for another 20 minutes to make it stick. And I hit the gas station pursuit breaker again, which helps. And there is a wreck right up ahead of us, and I just squeezed through without being stopped. And thus, our progress continues, which is basically what we need to do. At this time, at least. And another pursuit breaker helps us to survive. And down goes the donut stand. And thus we are continuing our progression forwards. No way. I refuse to lose to scum like you.
We just spotted him here. We're moving in.
Okay, we're still keeping ourselves moving for now. Which is what we need to do. And thus, our routes seem to be doing okay. Okay. And right before they stop me, I hit the gas station pursuit breaker again. I think that's now 3 I've hit that have been gas station pursuit breakers. And it's needless to say that I am making good progress for now. So hopefully we can keep this up. At least before Sergeant Cross gets here. Which probably is what's going to happen eventually. I think we probably will encounter his Corvette sooner or later. Because I'm pretty sure that's what normally happens when we get to heat level 6. So we're closing in on the halfway point now. As long as I can keep my vehicle moving, we should be fine with this. And my capture card is still doing what it's supposed to do. I thought for sure I noticed a freeze there for a moment, but it's nothing to be worried about. I have proven it's possible to get the reckless driving infraction. And that's now the 3rd gas station pursuit breaker I have hit. Can I get through here? Yes, I can. And I total 2 police vehicles in the process. And the pursuit continues. And there goes another Corvette. We are now up to 4 million bounty points. So needless to say, I think we're probably going to have at least 10 million bounty points by the time we're done here. Or at the very least 9,000 for sure. Because that's just how good we're doing at the moment. Okay. And the hospital is right here. And I jump through here like the Dukes of Hazzard. And now we are just 20 plus seconds away from halfway. In what could be the pursuit that ends this game. Once and for all.
He's got no intention of stopping. 1075 if I can get around him.
Okay. Right. We're keeping ourselves moving for now. Okay. Okay. So we're past the 15-minute mark now, and we need to do another... at least another... and we need to do another 15 minutes of driving. which is probably what's gonna happen. And I am gonna make sure that these cops crash and burn. Because crash and burn is what they are gonna do. And I am not. Okay, we're keeping this one going for now. I'm gonna slow down, make sure he catches back up to me. And we're still keeping ourselves moving for now. Basically, I'm just gonna do the same as I did in the previous pursuit, and well, that's pretty much keeping busy around Rockport City, which probably is my best option at this stage. I feel like I have to keep him busy, just to keep ourselves in the game. And yep, we're still moving. We are still moving for now. And I take it out onto the highway. That is another pursuit breaker that I need to use. Get out the fucking way. Okay, we're still moving. We still need another 13 minutes left. And up to this point, we are continuing to keep ourselves alive. And that almost failed. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure if I did not have enough running room there, I would have been busted. Thankfully, however, I wasn't. Because I would have been a fucking idiot had I let that one slip by me. But either way, we're still continuing the pursuit. And we've now got a shitload more cops on our ass. Which means this is about to get very interesting very fast. So I'm gonna head this way. And we've got another roadblock up ahead of us. And I squeezed through there by the skin of my teeth. And that is another pursuit breaker that is successful.
Suspect is causing massive property damage out here. I advise we fall back.
Okay. And they're gonna follow me through as I use the Rockport police station radio tower to break them off. And now, all we have left is another 11 minutes to go. As long as we can keep this thing mobile, then we should be fine. Also, as long as I don't run over a spike strip between now and then.
Do not let him get by you. Hang on, he's driving our side here.
This is definitely going to feel easier than what it felt in the career mode when I did this 30-minute pursuit. Oh god. I don't like the way this is going. Okay. It's fine. It's alright. It's fine. We squeezed through. And now we're pretty much at the 20-minute. We're pretty much at the 20-minute mark. Alright, 20 minutes in. Now we just need another 10 minutes on the clock, and then we are done. Still, I can certainly say staying alive for however long it's been up to this point, it certainly feels easier than what it did in the career mode, because in the career mode, until I took the approach of doing a race first before I actually got on with the pursuit, that basically made my life a hell of a lot easier in terms of just putting the run together. And this time it's becoming obvious to me that because I am not doing this in the career mode, so far, this has been really good. It's been a lot better than I thought it was going to be up to this point. I really thought for sure I was going to be holding on for dear life to just get through this, but amazingly, that's not what's happening. And I am aware that at any point that can change. As I am through the tunnel, and I am 8+ minutes away from reaching it, and okay. Can I get through here? Yes, I can. I barely nose my way through. And we've got more units behind us. There are the vending machines. Okay. Alright. Okay. We're 22 minutes in. And that looks like it was supposed to be a spike strip, however, they were not successful in putting the stunt together, because a lot of them took off right before I showed up. And there's another one used. Another one of the fuel fillers bites the dust. And there goes the donut stand again. And so far, we're doing pretty well in terms of just our general progress, and just how generally well this whole thing is going. And there goes another one. Alright, we need another 7 minutes, and then we're there. Just gotta keep him busy on the streets, and then we... and then we should be fine. I'm honestly amazed to say that Cross hasn't showed up yet. And I might be dead. Or maybe not. I definitely got lucky with that one. There was no question in saying that was luck that pulled me through there. It would have been very painful had I missed that one. Had I missed that shot to escape. I have no doubts in saying I would easily be cursing myself right now. But anyway. We're still moving. And we're making sure that these pursuit breakers do part of the job for us. Alright. Just gotta keep him busy for a bit more. And then we should be there. Also, I should mention, this is, I think, my third attempt at this. Because I don't think things really worked out too well on the first two attempts I did. But this time around, they're actually not doing too bad for me at the moment. Because I'm actually managing to do what it is I am supposed to do. Anyway. Let's keep this one moving. You okay? We are still moving for now. And using the police radio tower once again to block them off.
I lost him. Data no longer pursued. I lost him. Let's get on that, start up some patrols, minimal delay.
Yo, I'm over here.
Dispatch vehicle located. He's running.
Okay, we still have another 4.5 minutes to go now. And then afterwards, we should be on our way to winning the day.
Go ahead. We spotted him swinging around.
And I will head this way, just to keep him moving. Alright, 4 minutes to go. And then we will have reached it. We're currently on 8.4 million bounty. Which, to put it simply, is, well, a lot. I'm so glad that Speed Breaker worked out as well as it did in that instance. Alright, we're still moving. We have not stopped yet, the way I see it. We're still very much alive in this thing. And I will do that.
Get to 20. We can't see the suspect vehicle. Hey, any ground unit updates on his 20?
And that Corvette tries to rack me, but he is not successful. And now, this is probably going to be the last backup pursuit unit we have to deal with for this pursuit, I hope. So I'm going to head through here. And through the stage set, once again, we do. We very much do the do. And now, we just have to go the go. And we've got SUVs here. And this is where another pursuit breaker is really needed. Alright. Okay. Let's keep this one moving. I am also having an itch on my forehead. I definitely have got an itch on my forehead. Okay. Just gotta keep this going for a little bit more time. And then hopefully we should be there. Okay, we're still moving for now. Just gotta make sure we keep this moving. If we can get there. As we're now up to 9 million bounty. Probably because of all the pursuit breakers I have used. Nope, 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 nope. Not quite. You ain't doing it to me that easily, you sons of bitches. I really hope that stops them. Okay. Alright, it's another spike strip. And now we're just seconds away from reaching it. Really need to break them off somehow. And at the moment, that's currently looking like it's pretty hard to do. Okay, just gotta keep it going for a little bit more time. And then we'll be done. I hope, anyway. Okay. Let's go. Okay, I get through there. And now I need a pursuit breaker. Sooner rather than later if possible. Okay, we've done it. Now I need to break these off completely. I need to break off the bastards. Okay, I think that should be the end of it. Okay, we're done. We've made it. We got it on our... We got it on our third try. Yes! It's over. It's finally over. 30 minutes and 57 seconds later, it's finally over. And we scored 10.6 million bounty in the end of that. Honestly, that was a beautiful run. I don't think there's any other run in my life that could have possibly gone as well as what that one did. Anyway, so the pursuit went on for 30 minutes and 16.69 seconds. Nice. We damaged 80 police vehicles, immobilized 105 of them. I'm going to assume the chopper must have run out of fuel when we got to the construction site, and then it was the construction site hiding spot that ultimately gave me the win. We also dodged 45 spike strips with 52 roadblocks. We got less than 910,000 in the cost to state, which I think is the most we've got for a single pursuit. And we got 7 out of 8 unserved infractions. We got the speeding infraction, excessive speeding, reckless driving, which I have proven is possible, if you were watching the whole thing, ramming a police vehicle, damage to property, resisting arrest, and driving off the roadway. And we finish with a nice pursuit duration. Okay, we're done. We're actually done now. I am so glad this is finally over. And now, I think I can pretty much afford to just have fun for the rest of the game. Which is probably what I'll do. But there it is. We've done it. 100% baby! In the challenge series, the rap sheet, the career, and the game overall. And something else I should check whilst I'm here is... Oh, okay. The bounty does not get added in the career mode. But you know what? That's okay, because I don't really care for that. We did what we needed to do, which is finish the challenge series, and we've done all 17 rows, and all 68 challenges we can do. Although there is one more challenge we can do in the original version of the game, which is the Burger King challenge. But we need to put in a cheat code in order to get that. So I think that's what I'll be doing next time, and then probably after that I'll basically just be doing a showcase of basically what cars we won from the challenge series. So, next time on Need for Speed Most Wanted, Burger King Challenge.